Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. This is Derrick Henry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, the tackle.
You know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Elway to throw on second. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. Third down here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. To throw is Elway. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark, because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross, because you could see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
A first down carry for Henry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, Elway. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Devante Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play action, Elway. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Josh Maga. And this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
there's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Well, here we go on 4th down. Palmer. They'll roll him out right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43 before picking up the first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now Palmer on first down. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Duke Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos are in for 6. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Elway throw. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Cushing. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Get ready. Come on, 18.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there. The ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's go.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And over the middle, this is Parker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mirror, mirror, mirror. Get ready. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Regular. Sally 19. Sally 19.
This is Jennings. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up. So now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Blue 58.
They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And he finds Stills complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's Palmer to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go. Elway on 4th down. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st and 10, Elway. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Final play of the half. It's Elway. Wright's got it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Okay, Larry, back here, 7-0 our score as we ready ourselves for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they've missed that big return to start this half.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, Elway. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground. Brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw is Elway. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago. Kendall Wright, 88 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try to take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On second down, Palmer dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They get 31 yards that time, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Get ready. 1-18.
Now Palmer on first down. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's 4th down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. And he finds Stills, complete. 12 yards is the pickup there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Being chased out left. And this one's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now it's the backup Winston. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. On 3rd down, Winston. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. First down, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Kenny Stills, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Palmer looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run-up. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.